Okay, we're back. Back live from Moorhead. Stats through that first period where Edina had 11 shots. East Grand Forks had 8. They were the lone goal scorer, 1-0. They took 2 penalties, we took 1 penalty. Off this draw, that's Johnson, wins it back to Engel. Engel to Fitzgerald. Got random guys falling in random parts of the ice, but here's Engel pinching in there. Johnson took down a guy. I think Johnson's going to get a penalty. That was kind of, after this resurfacing, it's a really sticky ice surface, and a couple guys were tripping, and I actually don't think Johnson meant to do that, but he's going to the box. 2 minutes for trip or interference is my guess. Grand Forks goes back on the power play. We've got 2 minutes for a trip. Scriber in goal. Face off to the left of him. That was Peterson on the draw. Engel with it now. Comes out dangerously in front. There's Peterson to White. Here's White, short-handed, rushing up that right side. Leans into it. Generates a shot. Goalie covers it up. Some pushing and shoving afterwards. That's Peterson in the middle of that mix, along with White. There's only 15 seconds off the penalty. Peterson on the draw. Grand Forks sends it cross ice in the neutral zone. There's Peterson coming back. He's able to dispossess the player. Peterson then. It's going to be a penalty on Grand Forks. Referee's arm is up. Penalty on Grand Forks off of, I think that's an interference on the player that was trying to get at Peterson. Sort of back to 4-on-4 hockey. 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 21. And then Edina will have the power play for the remainder. Draw goes down to the East Grand Forks zone. We're into the second. There's only a minute and 2 off the clock and 2 penalties so far this period. 1 for each team. That draw, Salmon. Grand Forks comes up with it. Tried to move by Van Summeren in the neutral zone. He stuck his big body and got in the way. There's Salmon with a check at the blue line. Grand Forks is able to advance it. It's 4-on-4 currently, so even strength, 4-on-4. Here's a Matuszak. Matuszak down that left side. Matuszak shot, save. When Matuszak gets pulled down, there's going to be a second penalty on Grand Forks. This is going to be a 4-on-3. There'll be plenty of ice space out there. That was the player that was defending Matuszak as he went behind the net, hauled him down, hooking on Grand Forks. 4-on-3 advantage for Edina. That'll turn to a 5-on-3 in a minute. East Grand Forks is figuring out who they want on the ice. They're going to have 2 skaters out there right now. Coach is talking through something with the referees. Let's see if Edina can convert this power play. 4-on-3. Draw one back to Van Summeren. Van Summeren to Keel. Keel, top of the circles. Down to Matuszak. Matuszak walks around those circles. He's in the slot. Shot goes wide. That's going to go all the way down here as Keel is forced to retreat. It's a challenge from those low-angle shots. If they go wide, they come all the way down their own end. As Keel is also pinching in. Here's Salmon behind the net. Salmon to Matuszak. Matuszak shot hits traffic. This is going to come out and down. No icing. Forces Van Summeren to retreat. Van Summeren in front of the net. He's with it to Keel. Keel gains the zone. Keel to Salmon. Salmon just lost a handle. Now it's sent all the way down. This is going to be an ice on Grand Forks coming up in their zone. There's only 4 seconds left. I think I always struggle. It's either 4 or 9. It's kind of blocked my view of the penalty timer. Edina's just generated 1 shot so far this period. None yet for Grand Forks. They will be on the power play in either 9 or 4 seconds. I can't tell. Sprague's taking this draw. He's got Roy up top, along with Saber and Finn. Roy brings it back to Saber. Edina's at full strength. Saber pushed it to Finn, but it got out of the zone through the efforts of the Grand Forks defender. This is a good chance to get this score even. 5-on-3 advantage for Edina. Saber to Sprague. Oh, Sprague centered it to Roy. Roy's shot went wide. Here's Saber. Saber to Seaman. Seaman leaves it there for Finn, then back to Seaman. Seaman's at the top of the circles. He's at the slot. Grand Forks is now only 1 player down. It's 5-on-4. Good recovery there by Saber. Here's Seaman. Pushes it. Roy takes it off the stick. There's another 13 seconds on the one-man advantage. Finn to Sprague to Seaman. Grand Forks at full strength. Edina was unable to generate much in the way of scoring opportunities, but there's a good one. That one hit the post. Roy walked it in off the goal line. I think we've caught Grand Forks with a couple tired skaters out there after the penalty kill. Sprague was trying to keep it in by passing it to Finn, but Grand Forks able to clear the zone. Now they come down that left side. There's Sprague. Sprague takes it behind the net. Backhand pass to Seaman. Seaman's unable to clear it there. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald battling. Sprague's over there as well. Sprague to Finn. Finn turns in his own zone. Finn's going to skate it through the neutral zone, across the red line, across the blue line. That's Finn, then had it poke checked away from him. Grand Forks comes back the other way. That's Fitzgerald defending, and then shot there from Grand Forks on the trailer. Poke checked away from Grand Forks. Here's Johnson and Peterson coming back the other way. 2-on-2 currently. Johnson's shot hits the skate of the defender. Johnson sends it up to Engel. Engel back to Johnson. White, Peterson trying to find Fitzgerald on the back door. That shot goes wide on the tip. Fitzgerald to White. White to Engel. Engel's shot skates down in front. Good shot there by Fitzgerald, but covered up in front. There's going to be a draw. I think 2 players are getting penalties for Edina. 1 for Edina, 1 for Grand Forks. They're going to send 2 off for the post whistle. Pushing and shoving in front of the Grand Forks goalie. Shots this period 2-1 in favor of Edina. They've had a couple good opportunities here, 5-on-5. They didn't generate many good opportunities on that power play, or those power plays. There were 2 of them. Salmon, Roy, and Matushak still 5-on-5 coincidental penalties. That draw one cleanly back to Matushak. Matushak is centering in front, squirts to Engel. Engel's shot deflected by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald fans on that. This is a dangerous one. Fitzgerald got in front of it. Here comes Grand Forks the other way. Good job by Matushak coming back. Grand Forks with it. Their shot from outside. It's gloved by Schreiber. Penalties for roughing. Coincidental minors. 5-on-5 hockey still. 9:31 remaining in the second period. Still 1-0 in favor of Grand Forks. Off that draw. Salmon pushed it forward. And it was sent back in. That's going to be an automatic offsides. Draw coming up right in front of us here. So Grand Forks lost to the team that we beat yesterday, 13-2. They lost to East Fargo, and then they beat White Bear Lake. There's been a lot of chaos in our bracket. That was a shot and save. Good shot by Roy. The ironic thing about, despite losing our game earlier, I think we all think that Edina more or less controls their destiny as long as White Bear loses another game. But Edina's got to start getting back on the winning ways here. That's Keel chasing. Keel, he's got a guy all over him. Both players go down, no penalties. Here comes Keel. Keel comes up with a puck. Keel sends it across to Matushak. Matushak across the blue line. Matushak shot from the outside. Oh, hits the goalie. The goalie lost sight of that one for a second. Actually hit him in the face mask. Almost bounced in. There's Matushak. Centering pass. Salmon. Oh, what a point-blank save. Really good save there by the goalie. That was the best scoring opportunity today. There's a shot from the outside by Keel. Deflects wide. This puck is sent all the way down. It's going to be icing on East Grand Forks. When you say that was the best scoring opportunity of the day, best save of the day, 5-1 our shots this period in favor of Edina. Really good pass there, Matushak to Salmon, and goalie got moving laterally, made himself big, and made a really big stop. The score remains 1-0 in favor of Grand Forks. Sprague on the draw. Sprague, Falk, and Seaman. Seaman gets it back to Finn. Finn's shot hits the skate of the defender. Seaman. Just keep it down in the Grand Forks end. Here's Seaman. Saber shot from far, goes wide. You're looking for a tipper there from Sprague. Sprague got a good screen in front of the goalie too. Saber comes down from his position. Held in there momentarily by Falk and then sent down by Grand Forks. Referee's arm is up. This is going to be an icing. We've got Grand Forks on their heels. Let's just start converting some of these opportunities and put them into the net. Score's looked great for Grand Forks so far. Our official shots were, I think, more or less the same. I think we had 11 shots for Edina, and that's what the official shot count also was. I think we were 1 or 2 short on what Grand Forks generated officially, but very similar. I was poke checked away from Falk. Grand Forks gets it through the neutral zone. They get it across the blue line. They were offsides. They should have called that, and the puck is loose. That was a shot and save. Stick went flying. That was a stick of a Grand Forks player. It all started with what should have been an offsides not called and almost led to, that was the best scoring opportunity that Grand Forks has had this second period. Jack coming up to the right of goaltender Scriber. 7:30, exactly halfway through the second period. In this afternoon matchup. Johnson, draw one back to Grand Forks, but then White steals it from him. Here's a 2-on-1, but poked away by Grand Forks and their defender. Could have been a high stick on Grand Forks there. White centering to Fitzgerald, and that's a really good save. Fitzgerald leaked in from his defensive position, received the pass, shot it up high, and goalie made a really good stop on it. Here comes Grand Forks the other way. That's another good opportunity for them. Saved by Scriber. He covers it up. Grand Forks changes skaters. Edina does not. Edina in their home whites. Johnson to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's going to thought he was going to ring it around to Peterson. Now Johnson and Fitzgerald helping out on the defensive end, and they're calling it a hand pass. That was on a defensive hand pass. I didn't see Grand Forks use a hand pass, but the referee called it on Grand Forks. I think that is evidence they're bringing it out of the zone. Same skaters for Edina. Draw one back to Fitzgerald, to Engel, up to White. White to Johnson. Johnson with speed across the blue line. Johnson takes it down low. He's got 2 guys on him. White also helping out on the forecheck. Poked free momentarily. The Grand Forks is able to clear. They tried to send it down, but flubbed it. Fitzgerald got it to Johnson. Johnson to White. White to Peterson. Sent in. Eventually, Grand Forks able to clear the zone. Here they come down our right side. Engel, well defended there. Peterson trying to find White. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Engel. Engel to White. Good passing on this shift for the White team. Leaves it there for White to Johnson. Johnson tried to feed Peterson, but behind him. Now White's battling in that sideboard. Snuck past Keelan in neutral zone where Van Sumeren collects it. He sends it up to Matuszak. Matuszak across the blue line. Matuszak shot save. There's Matuszak to Van Sumeren. Van Sumeren gets a backhanded shot. Forced a good pad save by the goalie. Now here's Keel at the red line. Let's just keep the pressure up. Eventually these are going to start going in. There are too many good opportunities not to score yet. There's Roy's shot hits traffic. Keel battling on those sideboards. Matuszak holds it in. I'd say unlike this morning, I feel like Edina's playing with a lot of energy. It's just they've had good opportunities. They just haven't been able to score. And that was a headman pass Keel up to Roy. Roy tried to quickly get it to Matuszak, but then the puck went out and leads to an offsides as it got sent back in. Salmon, Roy, and Matuszak. Off that draw. Roy pass it to Keel. Here's Keel, or here's Roy. Roy back to Salmon. Salmon's got Matuszak. Defender for Grand Forks went down and got just enough of a tip that pass wasn't able to be completed. Job by Van Sumeren holding the line. That's Salmon, along with Roy, down below the goal line battling for it. Van Sumeren tried to send it deep, but hit a Grand Forks player. Roy comes up with it, sends it over to Keel. Here's Keel. Keel's got a guy right on him. Keel comes up with it. Good play by him. Keel over to Van Sumeren. Van Sumeren cross ice to Roy. Got just past Roy. Under the stick of the Grand Forks player. Keel in his own end to Roy. Not able to be cleared out. Here's Roy. Still not able to be cleared out. Grand Forks shot hit their own player. Eventually Matuszak gets it out. Sends it cross ice to Salmon. It's at the end of the shift for these guys. I think they're not sure they've got a lot of energy to keep going, but they're still pursuing it. Finn, shot hits traffic. Here comes Grand Forks the other way. Shot goes through the crease and wide. Finn. Centering attempt at traffic. Still loose from Dingus in front. Finn battling with him. Finn uses skate to push it forward to Matuszak. Matuszak up the left side. Matuszak gets by this guy. Oh, then Matuszak got hit hard. No call. I guess she gets a good defensive play there. Good hard hit. Here's Saber defending. This player's got a step. Shot goes wide. Grand Forks in the neutral zone. We're down to 2:54 remaining in the second period. Sent in. Finn got a stick on it. Sent it to Seaman. Sent in by Grand Forks again. Saber down below the goal line. He's got two guys on him. Sprague helping out. Comes up with it. Sprague trying to use that long reach to push it forward. Turnover there leads to a pad save by Scriver. Seaman to Falk. Falk. Goalie just decided to jump on top of that one. Shots now are 8 for Edina and 4 for Grand Forks this period. It's been the last kind of 2 minutes. I think the Grand Forks had the better run of the play. But still nothing has gotten by Scriver this period. Just one goal so far. It's been a little bit of the story of the day for Edina. They struggled to score after scoring 13 goals yesterday. Here's a shot. Peterson off that draw, hits traffic. Goes to the far board. Grand Forks sends it out. Good saucer pass there. Fitzgerald to Engel. Engel up to White. Here's Johnson. Johnson loses an edge, but still pushes the puck forward. Here's Engel. Engel's shot tipped in front. Dangerous opportunity there. That was White on the tip. Here's White from Johnson. Looking for Fitzgerald sneaking in. Fitzgerald ran into traffic in front. Good job battling there by White. White's going to come up with it. White to Peterson. Peterson to Johnson. Johnson scored! There we go. So that was Johnson from Peterson and White. Johnson from Peterson and White. That was the goal that we finally needed. Just mark that one down. Fans are back into it. The players are back into it. It's now 1-1. That goal was scored with 1:34 remaining in the period. That was a deserved goal after all the opportunities we had. Both periods really, but especially this third period. Let's see if we can get another one. Here's Roy. Roy sent it to Matushak. Matushak's had some good opportunities so far this game. There's Salmon. Salmon. He's got Roy. Here comes Salmon. Salmon puts on the brakes, sends it to Matushak. Matushak at those sideboards. Try to walk out, but well defended. Now turnover at the blue line. 1 minute left in the second. Grand Forks sends it in. Van Summeren to Matushak. Matushak's going to go cross ice to Roy. Here's Roy down the right side. Dangles by one guy. Gets a shot on goal, then covered up afterwards. Good job there. There's good passing. Good pressure. Get 5 fresh skaters, probably for the last 45 seconds here. Actually, just 3 fresh skaters. Just the forward line changes. Nope, then the D line changes. So this is the Sprague line. Sprague, Seaman, and Falk. Let's get one here. This line has worked hard and has gotten so close so far this game. It would be good to see if they can get one in. There's Finn. His shot hits the skate of the defender. This is a mini break there, but Saber cleans it up. Saber sends it into the Edina end where Finn gives chase. Finn sends it all the way around. Falk. Back to Finn. Here comes Finn to Seaman. That puck was on its edge. Oh, a turnover here. Shot from the outside. Goes wide. Down to 23 seconds remaining. There's not going to be a resurface after the second period. There's Saber. Saber. Got it forward. And then Finn got it to Sprague. Here comes Sprague. Here comes Sprague. Sprague puts on the brakes. Pad saved by the goalie. Down to the final 7 seconds. I think this is going to do it for the penalty or for the period. Seaman at the end there in the corner. Shots we recorded that period were 11 for Edina and 5 for Grand Forks. Let's see how that compares. They're going to do the scoring summary first. Yep, that was Johnson from Peterson and White. Just how we saw it. So we had shots 11-5. They had shots 11-7. They've been generous on both sides. We've been exactly tracking with the Edina shots, but both times they've been overly generous on the Grand Forks shots. So I got one piece of feedback that folks like the trivia from this morning. So I will stick with another trivia question for my listening audience. I tend to go back to high school hockey in part because you can find information much easier than you can at other levels. So I talked about how Moorhead has appeared in 8 state championship finals over the last 30 years. In that same 30-year period of time in which the classes were split into the big class, the big school class, AA and single A, can you name which school has won the most state championships? So I shared it was not Moorhead because they appeared in 8, didn't win any of them. But what school in that period of time has won the most state championships? I will tell you. I will reveal the answer during the next break in the action. Looks like Edina is fired up here after getting the goal right at the end of the second period. I know I need to update my scoreboard. I forgot to do that. We are in the third period. No changes to the lines that I can tell so far. That's the goal scoring line. On for Edina, that's Johnson. By goal scoring line, I was referring simply to this game, not the general adjective. Here comes Johnson on the back check. He was able to dispossess the Grand Forks player. And then Fitzgerald sent it to Engel. Engel, saucer pass over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald finds White. White unable to handle that pass in the neutral zone. Grand Forks sends it in. It's going to give Fitzgerald a chase. Fitzgerald rings around the boards of Peterson. Peterson chips it forward. Doesn't clear the zone. Now a shot from the outside goes wide. I'm not sure Scriver saw that one. Fitzgerald defending. He's got help there from Salmon. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald circles. Sends it to Peterson. Peterson was trying to find Salmon. Turnover in the neutral zone. Forces Engel to retreat. He's got a guy right on his tail. Salmon's helping out there. Centering pass. This should clear the zone. Peterson, it's at the end of his shift. Could have been an interference, not called. Here's Peterson. Grand Forks coming back the other way. We've got a couple fresh skaters in there. Peterson got caught out there, but he's going out for a change right now. Salmon is able to take it out of the zone. Salmon's got Matushak. Oh, just in front of him, no ice. Here's Matushak. 13:20 remaining in the third. Matushak. Over to Keel. Keel to Salmon. Salmon to Roy. Roy, shot from the outside, goes high. Matushak centered, but went to the Grand Forks player. They are able to clear the zone. Van Summeren. Good job by Van Summeren, put it on the break, sends it back to Roy. Good break out there by Edina. Here comes Roy on the right side. Roy, good check there by the Grand Forks player. Second player jumping. Here comes Salmon. Salmon tried to feed Matushak. Intercepted. Van Summeren pinched in, poked by him. So Salmon with it. Salmon leaves it for Van Summeren. Van Summeren to Matushak. Matushak sends it all the way down. We're seeing players coming out for Edina. Here comes Seaman on the forecheck. Seaman sends it down low. Sprague's going to get chased there on the forecheck as well. Grand Forks comes up with it. They clear the zone. Van Summeren in the neutral zone. Van Summeren to Seaman. Seaman's got an extra step in his game right now. Seaman came back and stole the puck right off the stick of the Grand Forks player. Cleared but not out. It's still in a dangerous spot. Sprague applying some pressure. Shot, stick saved by Scriver. Now there's Sprague's free, shot, save. Falk in there for a rebound, but covered up. Nicely done there by Sprague. Got a step and drove to the net. Forced a really good save from the Grand Forks goaltender. They score 1-1, 11:30 left in the third period. Johnson, Peterson, and White up front. Saber and Finn on the points. Johnson tried to take it forward off that draw. But Grand Forks controls, they clear the zone. This is Peterson back checking, sent in by Grand Forks. Finn behind the net. Finn skates it. Poke check away from him. There's Grand Forks. There's a shot from the outside that Scriver saves with his stick and then pounces on it. Drac up to the right of him. Change up at D, players, out comes Fitzgerald and Engel. Shots early this period, we've got marked as 2-1 in favor of Grand Forks. There's Peterson, good job of getting that up. This is a 2-on-1 for Edina. Johnson tried to feed it over to White, really well defended by Grand Forks. Grand Forks able to take it out of the zone. White with it. White caught his player flat-footed, but then he lost the handle. Gains the zone, held in there by Johnson. Here comes Grand Forks the other way. Sent across. Engel with it. Engel up to White. White. Shot. Oh, I thought that was in. Salmon off that deflection. There's Grand Forks. Keel defending. Keel with it now. He sends it to Matuszak on the sideboards. Matuszak. Try to fight through a hook there. Sent down low by Grand Forks. Still 9:45 remaining in the third period. Van Sumeren. Tried to find Salmon. Goes off his stick. Here's Matuszak. Matuszak to Salmon. Salmon across the red line. Salmon across the blue line. Salmon chopping on the outside. Stick saved and covered up by the goaltender. Shots 2-2 so far, what we've marked. Draw in the Grand Forks zone. I haven't forgotten the trivia question, but there haven't been any stops yet. Here's draw one back to Keel. Good shot, good save, rebound, another save. Wow, that was a good opportunity. It all started by winning the draw and then Keel getting a good shot on goal. So the answer to that trivia question, the most state tournament wins in the last 30 years is your Edina Hornets. They have 5. They have 5. There's 2 teams with 3. 2 teams with 3. That's probably a better trivia question. Here's a shot from Seaman. It's a skate, still loose in front. Falk's shot goes just wide. This is Seaman battling. Grand Forks comes up with it. Doesn't get out. Van Sumeren shot, hits traffic in front. Sprague lost the handle. I think Grand Forks didn't intend to ice that one. They tried to make a pass, but it went off his skate, or went off the stick. So with a break in the action, the second trivia question was there are 2 teams that have won 3 state championships since the 2 divisions. I think one's pretty easy. The one you're probably thinking of is Eden Prairie, and that is correct. They won last year. They won 2 other times in the last 15 years. The other team that has won that many, and here's Seaman. His shot is deflected up and over. The other team that has won that many state championships since the 2 classes is Bloomington Jefferson. Bloomington Jefferson had a 3-peat from 92 to 94. Those are the only 2 teams that have won 3 state championships since 1992. Off this draw, Sprague. Another shot, save, still loose. Oh, we've been generating some good offense here. These have been good opportunities. I know I've been distracting you with with my trivia, but these are good opportunities that this goalie has just been up for the challenge. We've got shots now at 7-2. Pretty quickly, it's gone to 7-2 this period. As we're getting shots, rebounds, and then goalies are getting both of those. That was Seaman. Van Sumeren, good job stepping in and holding it in. Falk's going to hold that one in, send it down low. I think we are frustrating them with our forecheck. Falk just lost an edge. Could have been a good opportunity. Here comes Grand Forks the other way. That's Van Sumeren defending. Walked around, wrapping a 10, and they scored. That was a wraparound goal. Grand Forks now has the lead 2-1. That's unfortunate after we had that much pressure and that much momentum. I think the goalie the player faked like he was going to try go short side, short post, got Scriver down, and then when he did the wraparound, that side of the net was all open. It's now 2-1 in favor of Grand Forks. Edina's going to have to come back for their tournament life to survive. They'll play no matter what tomorrow at 7:30, but their only chance of going on to the championship game is to win these 2. That puck was sent in by Peterson. Here's Peterson, pass to White. White was on his backhand, unable to get it on net. There's White defending, but does get out of the neutral zone. Saber steps up forward. Here's Saber across the blue line. Saber leaves the puck there for Johnson. Johnson fans on the shot. Johnson tipped wide by Peterson. Edina's playing with a sense of urgency now. They've got to start pushing forward. Here's Finn. Finn to White. White to Johnson. Johnson, could have been a penalty, should have been a penalty, as Johnson got taken out in the neutral zone. That's Finn. Finn to Peterson. Peterson, has called Johnson offsides. That was close. That's all I'll say. That looked like it could have gone either way. As it was, Johnson wasn't able to catch the pass, so it looked like it was going to be a breakaway. But called offsides, that is coming back into the Edina end. That was a long pass from Peterson. This is the Salmon line. Salmon, Matushak, and Roy. Fitzgerald and Engel on the points. Off that draw, Engel puts on the brakes. Tried to send it to Matushak. Intercepted by Grand Forks. Engel rings it around. Here comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Pass it too far for Salmon. Puck skips over the stick of Roy. Referee's arm is up for icing. That's going to be an icing. Draw coming up in the Grand Forks end. Now to 6:38. Edina's got to make something happen in this last 6:38. I don't even think a tie helps them. I think they need two. They need to win this. And there's going to be no extra time or overtime. Still pool play. Sprague, Seaman, and Falk with Fitzgerald and Engel on the points. Sprague on the draw. Sent up. Engel held it in momentarily, but skips by him. Good job by Sprague coming back. There's Sprague behind the net. Sprague to Falk. Falk's pass hits Sprague, takes Sprague down. Engel to Falk. Back to Engel. To Fitzgerald. Back to Engel. Engel to Falk. Here's Falk across the blue line. His shot. Glove save. Peterson thought that was going up and over the net. I agreed with him. No shot on goal. Draw to the right of the goaltender. 6:03 left in the third period. Johnson, White, and Peterson. This is the line that has supplied the goal so far. Peterson to White. White shot. Oh, that was a good opportunity. Just went up too high. Tried to shelf it from near the crease. That centering pass to Peterson. Van Summeren. Peterson chips it to Johnson. This is the line that's created a lot of pressure all game long. There's White. Johnson. That's Peterson. Shot still loose in front. That was Johnson trying to center it. 5:33 remaining. Here White takes it off the Grand Forks player, but eventually they are able to get out of the zone, but Van Summeren steps forward. Here's Johnson. Johnson. Oh, behind the back pass to White. Johnson. This is just good pressure. That sent up top to Keel. Keel over to Van Summeren. Van Summeren, there's going to be a penalty on Grand Forks. Penalty coming on Grand Forks. Roughing on Grand Forks, I think number 4. That was one of the defensemen in front. So Edina now with 5:02 left in the period. Has the power play. They're going to keep those same 5 skaters out there. Johnson on the draw. Cheers come up for Edina, imploring them to make something happen here. Grand Forks able to clear it out of the zone off that draw. That's Keel giving chase. Good job there by Grand Forks to get it beyond the red line and send it in. Turnover there by Van Summeren. Van Summeren sends it up to Peterson. Peterson, cross ice to White. Here comes White. White loses it. Keel. Back to Van Summeren. Van Summeren up to Peterson. There's Peterson, near boards, sent into Johnson. Johnson tried another move. That's why I often lose the screen there. That was a good opportunity as Johnson was turning, unable to get that shot eventually on net though. Shots this period, 7-2. Salmon out there with Machushak and Roy. This is the group that scored so many goals on Friday. Let's see if they can find that magic again here with 4:25 left. So a minute 20 on the power play. Draw back to Saber, to Roy. Now Finn with it. Finn's got a guy right on him, but he's able to get it to Machushak. Machushak, cross ice. Puck was still loose. Roy, that's a good opportunity. Roy and Salmon. Draw remains in the zone. Timeout Edina. I'll be curious, they may pull their goalie here. There's still a minute 4 seconds. It's either a minute 4 or a minute 9 left on the power play. Wondering if they're thinking about pulling their goalie. As I said earlier, my understanding is as long as White Bear loses another game, loser ties another game, if Edina were to win out, they would have a chance to play in the championship game, but they've got to start by winning this game. And that starts by scoring scoring 2 goals, I think, in the next 4:06. Coaches are drawing up something special here. We'll say these referees do not seem to be in a big hurry to get the players back on the ice. Now everyone comes back. Scriver is, in fact, in the net. I was incorrect in my thinking. .406 in the third period. You got the Johnson line back out there. Johnson, White, and Peterson with Engel and Fitzgerald on the points. Johnson's taking this draw. Won by Grand Forks. They send it up and over and all the way down. Referee's arm is up. That's going to go down for an icing, lead to another draw. I don't see the point of Grand Forks doing that. It's always dangerous to have these draws here. They won that back cleanly off the draw. They could have tried to advance it. It's exactly what USA Hockey wants them to try to do and not just ice it. We'll do it again. Here's Johnson. One back. This time, Engel's able to hold the line. There's Engel. Shot save. We've got 6 skaters now. That was intercepted. There's going to be an icing call. We have an empty net. That was an icing call. They tried to see if they could thread the needle from their own tops of the circles. Machushak's the 6th skater. Actually, Salmon's the 6th skater. This is Johnson. 38 seconds left on the one-man advantage. Grand Forks controls that draw. They ice it again. I think we're going to redo another draw down in the Grand Forks zone. It's like the 4th straight draw down here. Grand Forks off that draw. This is Johnson. Over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Johnson. Johnson to White. White was waiting on the doorsteps. Still loose. Fitzgerald. Back to Johnson. Johnson to Fitzgerald. To Engel. Back to Fitzgerald. Full strength. There's Johnson. Goal! Goal by Edina. Good. That was White from Johnson. It was a full strength, even strength goal. It'll make things interesting for the last 2:53. The coaches are complaining about something over there. I think they're probably complaining about man in the crease. I can't imagine them overturning this one. It is 2-2. There's 2:53 left. That was White from Johnson. Sprague's line out there now. Keel steps in from his defensive position in the neutral zone. So it was Salmon. It was White from Salmon, officially. There's Falk. Van Sumeren. Here comes Grand Forks all alone. Shot saved there by Schreiber. Drado left the goaltender Schreiber. The referee was checking something about the goal on the Grand Forks side. Off that draw, shot by Grand Forks, goes wide. There's Seaman. Seaman comes up with it. Seaman's going to get a penalty here. That's unfortunate. Seaman took down 3 guys on that shift. And with 2:12 left, we're going to go down a man. Seaman for interference. Draw to the right of Schreiber. Salmon on the draw. He's got Matushak up front. There's Fitzgerald. That was a dangerous play by Grand Forks. Slid right through the crease. Here's Grand Forks walking in. Centering attempt. Salmon. Engels battling with Salmon over there as well. Sent out one-timer. Here comes Fitzgerald. Oh, they're going to call a hook there. So it's going to be 4-on-4. 1:37 left. Like I said, I'm not sure a tie does as much good, but it obviously would be better than a loss. This draw is going to come up, down into the Grand Forks end. I think if you ascribe to a tie doesn't do us any good, then you pull your goalie here. Try to take advantage, go 5-4. Right now, we still have our goalie in place. This is Sprague and Roy. Sent around by Grand Forks. Oh, good job by Fitzgerald to hold it in there. Here comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald down below. Schreiber coming to the bench. Sprague unable to find the handle. There's Roy and White battling. Squeaks free. There's Sprague. Shot goal! Goal by Sprague! Right there. That was a great goal. That was a shelf drop from right off the goal line. Hopefully that was pretty clearly viewed. I thought I caught that one in the viewer. That was technically a 4-on-4 goal. So the interesting thing is that another, well, there's not even that much time, I guess. Seaman penalty expires with about 15 seconds left. We're going to play 4-on-4 until then. But it was 5-on-4 because we had pulled Schreiber. Sprague walked in off that side. Here comes Salmon. He sends it in. Keel, shot from the point, save, rebound. There's Salmon. Salmon sends it down to Matuszak. It's nice to be in a winning position here. I feel like this whole game we've been playing from behind, or much of the game after the first period we've been playing from behind. Poked forward, we're down to 35 seconds left, still 4-on-4 hockey in the Grand Forks end. That's Matuszak giving chase, then they leave it. They need to push it forward, and our forecheck is causing too much pressure. Good job by Van Summeren, holding it in. There's Matuszak giving pressure, down to 17 seconds left. I think this is the result we needed. We needed a win here. Now it's Edina on the power play, Edina at full strength. There's Peterson, he's just content to hold on to it as the buzzer's about to sound. Edina gets the win. I don't know if we should be celebrating that much after beating East Grand Forks, but we are. Good comeback win. I had shots, or Mr. Peterson, Brett Peterson had shots that period 11-4. 11-4 in favor of Edina. They scored 2 goals and Grand Forks scored 1, right? Your final score is 3-2. I will sign off from now and